Hi, this is Bob Donnell with Next Level for Success. Let me ask you something. How strong do you think your inner game is? Your inner game. You know that game that goes on inside your head telling you whether you're good enough, smart enough, pretty enough, handsome enough, whatever it is? That inner game that determines what your outer game experience is going to be. You know, more often than not, when I work with salespeople or executives or people in the entertainment industry or professional athletes or school teachers, doctors, lawyers, it doesn't matter, everyone has a psychology that either supports the actions required to get the results desired or it doesn't. And so let me ask you this. Have you ever had a time when you've decided that you wanted to do something? Maybe it was lose weight, or maybe it was develop a new relationship with a friend, or go out on a date and ask this really popular person out. Maybe it was to create a new income. Whatever it was, did you find yourself that you knew that's what you wanted to do, but you didn't do it? Or maybe you know to lose weight that you need to work out and you need to eat right. And you know some of these things, that in order to make more money in sales, you need to make more contacts per day. Maybe you know these things, but you don't do it. See, it has nothing to do with what we know. It has to do with what we act on. So I always say that it's not so important about what we know. It's a matter of applying or implementing that which we know. That boils down to your inner game. Whatever your inner game is, it's got to be strong enough. It's got to be passionate enough in order to create the actions desired to get you the results desired. So, what is something that you want to achieve right now? Is it more money? Is it a better relationship? Better health? Whatever it is, right now, you've got to decide, does your inner game support what's going to be required in order for you to achieve that? Now, I hear salespeople all the time say, well, I believe I can do anything, and I believe that I want to make $100,000. But when it comes down to it, they don't necessarily do the actions required. And they say, well, that's just because I'm lazy, Bob. That's just because I procrastinate. And it's not. It's because their inner game is not working for them. It's working against them. Here's one of the proofs of that. More often than not, if I tell a salesperson, look, if you will just go out and make 50 calls this week, I'll pay you 50% of what you would make in commission. 50 calls. So whatever you would make in commission, I'll pay you 50% of that. Are you willing to do it? I'll just give you cash at the end of every week. And they'd say, well, yeah. Why? Because they're assured that I'm going to give them that money. But if they put forth the same amount of effort, they would be able to make 100% of their commissions. So what is it saying about them? It's not saying that they're lazy. They're willing to do it. They're willing to go out and work for 50% of the commissions if I was going to give it to them cash. It's nothing to do with lazy. It has nothing to do with procrastination, because all of a sudden they would adjust their schedules and make it work. What it has to do with is their inner game doesn't believe that if they go out and make the calls, that they'll get the results that we're talking about. So what's your inner game telling you right now? Maybe your inner game is saying you're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You came from a broken family. Maybe it's saying that, you failed before. You've had business failures in the past. Maybe you've had bankruptcy. Maybe you've had divorce. Maybe your kids have run away from home. Whatever it is, let me tell you this. The bottom line is, what is your inner game? You're going to have to change it. If you don't change your inner game, let me ask you this. What does it cost you in the past to have the inner game that you hold right now? What does it cost you in the past? Maybe it's cost you time and sleep. Maybe it's cost you health. Maybe it's cost you relationships. Maybe it's cost you income or career. What's it costing you right now? The inner game that you have right now, what's it costing you? If it's not getting you the absolute results you want in every area of your life, not just one or two, but in all areas of your life, it's not getting you those results, what's it costing you right now? And lastly, let me ask you this. What's it going to cost you in the future if you don't make a change and get a new inner game right now? Is it going to cost you a relationship? Is it going to cost you health? Is it going to cost you the ability to sleep? Is it going to cost you peace of mind? Is it going to cost you finances? What is it going to cost you if you don't make a change? Now, all I can tell you is that I've worked with people from every industry, and there's a predominant thing that determines their success or their failure. And it always boils down to their inner game. That's why you can go to a football game and you can see the favored team lose to a team that's not as good. It had nothing to do with the talent. It had to do with that somewhere along the line, there was a belief system. There was a psychology, if you will, an inner game that was playing out on the field of play. That inner game was playing out. And it was the inner game that, well, we're just good. We can win this game easy-handed. Or it was an inner game that said, you know what, we cannot lose to this team. You know, I know they're the favorite, but you know what? We're bigger, we're better, we're going to go out there and we're going to kick butt. It's because somewhere an inner game was being displayed on the field. Now let me ask you, your inner game, what's showing up in your business, in your life? What's showing up? Is it an inner game that's going to win no matter what? Is it an inner game that's strong enough and determined enough to take the actions necessary to get the results desired? If it's not, what I want you to do is I want you to think about this. In any given area of your life, there's always room for improvement. I don't care if you're making $5 million a year. I don't care if you're making $30,000 a year. There's always room for improvement. I don't care if you're slim, fit, and healthy and everything else. There's always room for improvement. You know, the funny thing is I hear people say, Bob, I went to a seminar once. Bob, I took this course once. Bob, I did this. And, you know, that's like saying, I went to the gym once. Why aren't I healthy? Well, because it's a consistent process. It's consistency and persistency that's going to provide the results that you want. So what I want you to do is I want you to go over here and I want you to register for this. It's a 7-day course. Where 7 days, every morning, I'm going to be live. I'm going to be just like this in front of you on a video camera. For 7 days, I'm going to be just like this in front of you on a video camera. And I am going to walk you through 7 core principles to help you change your inner game so that you start taking the actions necessary for you to get the results desired. 7 days. Imagine if we were like this for 7 days, every day. I was in front of you like this, walking you through a core principle that would help you develop the inner game necessary for you to get the results that you desire. That's what it is. So go over here and click register. Register right now. Don't delay. The law of diminishing intent, or otherwise known as Lodi, says that the longer distance or longer time span in between the time you decide and the time you take action will determine the likelihood of you actually taking action at all. So right now, go there, sign up, register. It's going to be 7 days, you and I. And at the end, we're going to have a chance to really explore some incredible new things for you, for your business, for your life. Once and for all, let's take care of this part of your life, change your inner game, start getting the results you want. Enjoy your next level.